Hey guys, today I am going to be introducing you to all of the supplements that I take on a daily basis. I have definitely whittled it down from the 50 that I used to take every day. I have a little tray in front of me and my doctor loads me up with supplements every time I go to see him, so I have to be very selective of the ones that I say yes to, because you can get down the slippery slope like I did where I was taking 50 and spending way too much money. So if anyone's worked with me on a personal basis or been following my blog for a while, you know that I'm very selective with my supplements now. So I'm going to be sharing with you all my different supplements. I separated them out into buckets. We're going to be focusing on hormones, thyroid, digestion, and the essentials. And any of the supplements that I recommend, I've included links down below. If you are based in Canada, I purchase my supplements from National Nutrition or Amazon.ca. And if you're in the States, I find that Amazon.com is the best place to go. You'll notice when I share my supplements that they have things like 1-2 or 1-3 or 3x3, and those are just codes to help me understand when to take them. So for example, 1-2 is take 1 twice a day, or 2-2 is take 2 twice a day. So it just helps me understand what supplements I'm taking and keep track of all of that. And a great rule of thumb is that if any of the supplements that I recommend, if there is a now version of them, so this is a now supplement, this stuff is inexpensive, highly effective, and really easy to find. So if you're standing at the health food store and you're not really sure, look for the Now brand and see if you can pick up a bunch of things because they're the least expensive and I really enjoy them. So let's get right down to it. For hormones, first off, we have Zinc Glycinate. I take this guy once a day, usually in the evenings, and what I like about it is that it helps with my brain and making sure that my moods are on point, as well as help lower prolactin. I was prescribed a prolactin lowering drug. I took it one day and I felt like garbage, so I did some research, found out that this stuff helps with prolactin, and I've been slowly lowering my prolactin down. The reason my prolactin is high is because of stress and overwhelm, which a lot of the supplements that I'm taking also help with stress and overwhelm, so one day at a time. The next one is Vitex, also known as chaseberry. I like the Nature's Way version because it's super inexpensive and I can get it at Bulk Barn. I take this twice a day, and it helps with estrogen balancing and PMS. When I first got my period back in September of last year, after 8 years of amenorrhea, my periods were absolutely painful, and now they're awesome and I don't get any breast pain, and I owe it all to this stuff. So great. The next one is buffered vitamin C from Organica. I take 1 3 times a day, so basically every time I eat, I'm having this. The reason I like the buffered is that it doesn't affect my stomach as much and comes with all the things I need so that it's slowly released into the body, and it helps with cortisol regulation, which is great for our hormone balancing. The next one, and this is a prescription drug, but I also want to include those as well so that I am totally transparent with my health with you guys, is called Cortef. If you've been listening to the podcast, I talked about this probably a couple of months ago. I was taking 20 milligrams of Cortef a day. Now this is strictly cortisol. So I was supplementing with cortisol. My cortisol was really low. I couldn't get out of bed. My orthomolecular doctor gave this to me. It was really helpful. I went from 20 milligrams over about 6 months, and now I've been lowering it down to the point where I'm at about 5 milligrams. Or if I'm in a stressful situation, I can go up to 10, 15, 20 milligrams again. But I find that 5 milligrams in the morning is best for me, and I'm hoping that I can just use this in stressful situations and don't need to take it every day. But it's been really helpful for my adrenal dysfunction and helping me boost up from there. Last in the hormones section is Desiccated Thyroid, and I actually don't have a bottle to show you, but I will include a link up here and also down below to a video that I did specifically about Desiccated Thyroid in one of the Q&As that I recently did with everyone in our community. And they're just little pills of desiccated thyroid sourced from pigs. And I take anywhere between 30 milligrams and 75 milligrams per day. Now, why that varies is because sometimes I don't even take any at all. It's usually in periods of high stress where I need to start taking more thyroid, because I know that my thyroid is a lot more sensitive than other people's thyroids. So you can find those two supplements, the Cortef and the thyroid, you need to chat with your doctor about. I like Desiccated because it encourages your thyroid to produce hormones as opposed to shutting down your thyroid, and your thyroid goes to sleep because you're supplementing and the thyroid doesn't need to do anything. Now for thyroid support, the thyroid section of my supplements, the first one is selenium. I take one of these one time a day, usually in the morning, and selenium helps balance your cells and tissues as well as help support your thyroid. You can take Brazil nuts if you want to go a total whole food based awesome natural approach, as well as some seafoods will have selenium in them. It's an antioxidant, so all the antioxidant rich foods will generally have a little bit of selenium, but I can't commit to eating specific foods every day to help supplement my body. I just suck at it. It's not my jam. So I chose to supplement with selenium. The second piece to my thyroid balancing is iodine. This is a glucose solution iodine. I add 7 drops into water. This is a lot of iodine. I would recommend starting off with like 1 drop and seeing how you go. It's a little bit controversial, so you'll have to do some research on your own with thyroid support. But I know when I don't do the selenium and the iodine together, if I go too long without doing this, my thyroid does suffer and I have to increase my thyroid medication. So my whole thing is go on the lowest amount of medication that I can go on and supplement with whole food sources as well as supplements as opposed to medication. So the next section of my supplements are for digestion. The first one being niacin, which is vitamin B3. I take 1 capsule 3 times a day. So again, every time I eat, it helps with carbohydrate digestion and assimilation. And look for the flush-free version. That's super important. Otherwise, you can get all like rashy and yucky, and I don't enjoy the way that that feels. The next one on my digestion list are now super enzymes. I love these guys. I take them every time that I eat. I really enjoy the way that I feel when I have enzymes. If you've been watching me for a while, you know that I can also use Creon, which is a digestive enzyme that my doctor prescribes, and it just means that I don't have to pay money on supplements. So it's exactly the same, it's just a different form. One's a medication and one's a supplement. The next one is probiotics. Probiotics, super important. Again, a now version because I love them so much. This is their Probiotic 10 with 50 billion CFUs and 10 different probiotic strains. So now actually has a really cool infographic on their website where you can see what probiotic is best for you. And I keep these guys in the fridge. When I'm traveling, I use Dr. O'Hara probiotics because they come in a really great travel pack. I can travel with them. When I was in India, I ate them like crazy and I was the only person who didn't get sick. So I use these to help me stay regular, reduce my allergies, and reduce stomach upset while I'm eating. So I take those guys. Sometimes I forget and I just do it in the morning, but I love taking them in the evening with my carb up. That's like my ultimate favorite way to have probiotics. Last on the digestive piece is magnesium. Now I'm going to show you 2 different kinds because I take this magnesium, which is magnesium bisglycinate, which helps me with overall digestion, making sure that I'm regular and giving me more magnesium throughout the day. Now this magnesium is magnesium oxide. I take this on an empty stomach before bedtime, usually when I'm traveling and I'm constipated. This is kind of like my travel companion. I never leave the house for more than a day without this because it is great. So if you're traveling and trying different foods and you find that when you're traveling you're stressed and you're not regular, this stuff is awesome for keeping you regular. I enjoy a big glass of water before bed with this stuff. 1 to 2 capsules is usually all I need, and then I'm good to go. Next up are the essentials. So this is sort of like didn't fit into a category because they're just about overall health. The first one is Parent Omegas. I take 2 capsules twice a day, and I really love these because they're not fish-based. I don't enjoy fish burps, and it's really hard to find a fish supplement that tastes great. I really love Barlean's fish oil, but it can be hard to remember to take it every day. So I really like this. They are plant-based omegas, so they have flax oil, primrose oil, high linolic, sunflower oil, pumpkin oil, and extra virgin coconut oil. So this has been really helpful, especially with the dry, flaky skin during the winter. Love it. The next one is bone strength. Everyone needs to support their bones. I enjoy this supplement from Protocol. You can find this stuff on Amazon. I really like the quality of this, especially for the bone strengthening. In fact, I think it's the only one that I take from Protocol. It's just a really, really great bone strengthening supplement. It has everything that you need to support your bones. Vitamin D, C, B12, boron, horsetail, the list goes on. So it's all in here. I take 1 capsule twice a day. You're supposed to take a lot more, but I get the worst headaches when I have even a little bit of vitamin D because I'm so magnesium deficient, which is why I have so much magnesium. But even that, I still get major migraines, so I have to be careful. But I think the regular intake is 5 capsules per day, and I'm doing 2 capsules per day just because I can't do more than that because of my headaches. The next one is a multivitamin. I chose pure encapsulations because cost and effectiveness and quality of ingredients. So I take 2 capsules twice a day. I really like the way that they taste. They kind of like smell like vitamin C and like whole foods. That's really important to me, and again, you can find it on Amazon. The next one is beef liver for vitamin A and B12. I've been taking vitamin A, B12 injections for quite some time, and I've switched over to using Vital Proteins beef liver instead. You take 4 capsules a day. I usually take them in the morning because it's vitamin A and I don't want it to affect my sleep or anything like that. And you can find these guys at vitalproteins.com. And if you want to use the coupon code VPHP10, you get 10% off plus free shipping on your order of Vital Proteins goodies. The next one is vitamin E. Now this isn't essential for all people, but I take vitamin E because I had a surgery a couple of years ago and I wanted to reduce scar tissue formation. So this has been really, really helpful for me in reducing scar tissue formation and just overall fat soluble vitamin awesomeness, because I know that I'm low in fat soluble vitamins A and D, and it's probably because I ate low fat for such a long time that I figured like just throw some vitamin E in there because it can't hurt anyone. Last but not least is my good friend curcumin, and this guy helps me with reducing my inflammation. I've been taking him almost for a year and I will continue to do so literally until I die, because I have so much Alzheimer's in my family and dementia and things like that I want to make sure that my brain is functioning well, my inflammation is as low as possible, and curcumin's been really great for that. I love this version from Organica because it's really low cost and it's free from all general allergens, so that's also important when I'm finding my supplements. So there you have it. All of the supplements that I take. I feel like it's not totally overkill from where it was before. Like, this video would have been 50 minutes had I had to introduce you to all the supplements I was taking months ago. So I feel like this is a really good base of supplements, and I don't plan on adding any more to this list. I may choose to take things out as my body changes and put things back in, but I think this is a really good base. So 3 awesome things that you can do next. The first is if you are looking to incorporate a high-fat eating style, and a lot of the supplements that I shared with you today are in support of a high-fat eating style, but you're having a hard time understanding how to eat more fat and how to incorporate these fats. I have a program called Balanced Keto, and it is a 7-day meal planning program where you receive all of the shopping lists and meal guides and all of the recipes you need to eat high-fat, low-carb with 0 stress. It includes breakfast, lunch, dinner, and optional snacks, as well as a carb-up practice with time-saving 5-minute recipes. Sometimes they're even less. It's just like throw everything on a plate and eat, with really, really great tasting recipes and sauces and deliciousness that you can share with the whole family by just duplicating the amount of ingredients. So really easy to share if there's more than one person in your house. The second thing you can do right now is go on over to my blog with the link right here and down below and download your free resource guide on all of the information that I shared with you today. It includes a transcript with all of the links and saving codes for the supplements that I shared, and an easy downloadable free PDF that you can download to your computer so you can click around and see which supplements will work for you and what, and it's all outlined in there for you. And the third and final thing is you should subscribe to my channel. I come out with videos every Wednesday just like this one. I will include a link up here and also down below this video, and I will see you next Wednesday. Bye!